Welcome to Topic Talks, where we talk about the topics you care about and leave out the ones you don't.
We talk about what most news sources don't. Media, movies, and the multiverse.
We even invite guests to come talk topics with us.
Come join in on the fun.
Let's get started. Sorry, I really like that song. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the giant conversation of this Topic Talks. Finally, again, after a long break, I got a new job that, well, I have to work. You know, I had to figure some things out of when I had time to do this and everything. So finally got it figured out, and Lucas's schedule and mine finally corresponded or correlated.
Our cycles matched. Sorry, I had to.
It's okay. Anyway, so I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you, Lucas. We haven't seen each other in a while.
Not at all.
I've missed you.
I missed you too.
Oh, okay. So, how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good.
That's good.
Not a whole lot has been going on, really. You know.
I'm sorry.
Just I am too. I'm 23 and my life's more boring than my parents who are 50. Ouch. That hurts a little bit.
Mine's kind of exciting.
Oh yeah? How so?
So I have a house, as everybody knows.
Da-da-da.
Yeah. News to me. No, I have a house, and so they I'm trying to think. I have a house, and I've had a few roommates. You know, one of it was my friend's sister, and she was pretty cool. You know, it kind of sucked because she stayed in her room most of the time. You know, she's a college student, so she had everything in her room that she needed, and we really never really saw her, which is fine. You know, she paid her rent, great. You know, she came out and hung out a little bit, cool. And then she moved out into her own place, and we had a guy who moved in. Well, he moved his stuff in. It was kind of weird. I may have been doing the show at this point. I think I still was. He moved his stuff in, and didn't really move anything else. Like, he moved his stuff in, he stayed one night, and he paid rent for like 3 months. And we never really saw him. So that was weird. And then he stopped paying, and we told him we weren't going to let him come and get his stuff till he paid us at least half of what he owed us. He paid us half of what he owed us, took his stuff, and we never saw him again, which I knew was going to happen. Okay,
so long, farewell, goodbye.
No, anyway, so at that point we took, we found another roommate, and she seemed really nice. She worked for like a security company, and so she moved in, was super nice. After a little while, our food started missing out of our fridge, which I'm a fat guy, so if you start messing with my food, I get irritated. And I mean, it was bad. It wasn't like a little thing here or there. Like, I'd got a whole bunch of chicken breast, like one of those giant things of chicken breast.
Yeah.
I cut it up into a whole bunch of pieces, split it in half, and I put half in like a barbecue sauce. And I'm gonna make barbecue chicken tomorrow. And then the other half, I just made regular grilled chicken. So we grilled the chicken. My other friend and I, because we've got 3 rooms. We're renting to my friend Brandon, who's really cool. He's kind of messy, you know, like my studio's a little bit messy because we moved a desk in here for him, and you open up the doors and everything just falls out. But and all over in front of the floor in front of his desk is messy. But anyway, but he pays his rent, and he's a good friend of mine. So anyway, so he moves in, and him and I, you know, we eat together. And we told this new girl, we said, hey, you know, buy your own food, cook your own food. You know, we don't really know you that well, so you know, that's what it's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
She said, okay, that's cool. And I said, you know, unless you're invited to eat, you know, if we say, oh, you know, you want to come out and eat or whatever. And she bought steaks one point and was like, oh, do you want to cook them? And sure, you know, whatever.
Let's cook some steaks.
Right. And so Brandon, fast forward again to Brandon and I are cooking chicken. We divided everything up. We put, you know, the stuff sitting in the barbecue sauce. We put that in the fridge. We just cooked some regular grilled chicken. There was quite a bit of chicken there. After Brandon and I got done eating, there were about 5 pieces left. I'm like, cool. It means I've got some to take to work tomorrow. So I put them in the fridge in a container, and I forgot them on my way. You know, when I got up in the morning, I was running a little late, and I forgot them. So I bought lunch, came back home, and I'm like, oh, I could just eat the chicken when I get home. I came back home, there was 1 piece left.
Oh, my.
There were 5 when I started. Well,
There's only one.
And now there's only one. Next day I cooked the grilled chicken or the barbecue chicken. And then I came back home the next day and the entire container was gone.
Oh no, honey.
We never saw the container again.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if she inhaled the entire container or what, but it was gone, never to be seen again.
Just nope.
She left the lid, so that was kind of nice. Now we got a lid with no with no container.
At least she was somewhat thoughtful.
And we went into a room during around Christmas time because she knew she was gone, and we couldn't even stand the smell. It smelled so bad. It smelled like BO and rotten food.
That's not good.
No. So after a while, we found
I know my room smells like BO, but at least there's no rotten food.
Right.
I pride myself. There's empty pizza boxes, but there's no rotten food.
Right. No, but I mean, so she lived in her room all the time, and it was just gross. You know, she rented our room, and so we finally found someone to take. We gave her several eviction notice. Like, she stopped paying rent, so we gave her an eviction notice. We said, listen, you got to be out, you know, in 2 weeks or in 30 days unless you pay rent. And she paid rent, which I don't know why we gave her that out because we wanted her out anyway. We gave her another eviction notice, and we gave it to my grandma to serve to her because my grandma partly owns the house.
Yeah.
And then there was a miscommunication because I asked my grandma. She said, well, I didn't give it to her. Fine. So it was hanging on the fridge on my clip, right where I had left it.
Oh, jeez.
And then she came through one day when I wasn't there because I threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, she didn't get it. I'll throw it away, and I will put it. I'll just print off another one later.
Mm-hmm.
And she made a comment to Brandon. She's like, where'd my eviction notice go? I'm like, great. So we finally gave her a last one right before we had a buddy of mine that wanted to move in, the one that currently lives with us. And my grandma went in there and completely cleaned the room because I was at work, and she wanted something to do. And it was just, it was bad. Now we got my buddy Kirby living with me. He's really cool because, it's kind of, at this point, before we went through and labeled shelves even, to kind of say, hey, this is not, everything on this shelf is your food, everything on this shelf is not.
Yeah.
And she still ate all of our food. So we finally kicked her out, got it all cleaned up, got a friend of mine moved in, and now there's no labels. It's, if he cooks something, he cooks enough for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. Well, we've been partying quite a bit too, because he's teaching me how to play the guitar, and so you play the guitar, you get a beer, you kind of relax a little bit, and then a few beers later you go to bed, and sometimes you don't quite remember what happened the night before. But no, anyway, so I've had a good few weeks with the new job and all that. Kirby got a new job, so I don't know. I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
That's good.
So I'm sorry you don't have that exciting of a life.
Oh, I'm not hurt. I'm afraid I'm not missing out too much then, as far as the renting stuff. However, I will say, I don't like roommates that don't come out, and participate with other roommates.
Right?
Like, I get, you should never, always move. Sorry, let me repeat that.
No, you're good.
It's not always smart to move in with friends, right? Because
right.
You're friends for a reason, because you can stand each other in little bits of time. Not necessarily, can you live with the person. But even if you don't know the person, it's at least, good to try to become friends with your roommate.
Right.
It's just oh, well, this is my roommate. Okay. What's his name? His name's Steve. What does Steve do? I don't freaking know what Steve does.
I don't care.
Steve, do you smoke crack? Oh, you don't? Okay, I thought you did. Well, we're going to have a talk about the guy next door because he's stanking it up. Right?
I know
stuff
exactly
like
what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just weird to me. She never came out.
Never came out of her room. We never knew whether she was here or not.
That's weird. And
then she'd lock the door. She would leave. If she left and came back, I don't know. I think she locked the door if she left. But when she came back, she'd be home and the door would be unlocked. And it's she wouldn't even know that we were there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
And she snored so bad it shook the wall.
Oh, man.
It was bad. It was a bad
Yes.
situation. I'm out of it.
We know this is a bad situation.
What?
Some of the things that this crazy lady is saying on our news cycle today,
I think I would agree that.
that would be a little bit crazy.
So what's going on?
So what's going on? All right, we got some funny news today
Funny news.
from the mirror.com in the UK. Mirror company. Mirror.
I love the
Mirror.
UK.
Yeah. Always got some good stuff. So we have this old mystic woman. Named Baba Venga.
Baba Venga.
Baba Venga.
Baba
And
Venga.
Baba Venga
That's fun to say.
apparently is called the Nostradamus of the Balkans because she is she's from the Balkan states, those in southeastern Europe,
Right.
and she apparently predicted before her death, mind you, the lady's dead. She's not alive.
She died.
She died. She died back in '96.
She done died.
She's been dead for 20 years. And she's been predicting this stuff apparently all the way up into the 51st century. Right.
Interesting.
All the way to the 51st century. So what I've got here is some of her crazier predictions that she decided to go ahead and give us. So for 2018,
Right.
right? Just for 2018 alone, right? She predicts. Should I get like a psychic reader kind of voice going on? I predict back.
And apparently she's from Scotland.
No, she's not. She's not from Scotland.
Well, you get a little bit
I
of a
don't.
Scottish accent.
There's only so much I can do. I can only go so far. I have to combine sounds sometimes. Okay. But that so Vladimir Putin will rule the world.
Really?
Yes.
When is that supposed to happen?
It's supposed to start of this year because apparently when you rig an election 4 times in a row, it means you're going to be the leader of the world. And not that someone won't kill you sometime in the near future, but that means you're going to rule the world.
Right.
So
Common sense.
exactly. Right. So before that happens though, China will become a superpower and they will overtake the United States.
I think China's been a superpower since way before the 90s.
Yeah, just a little bit. Maybe not before that. Maybe in the 2000s it started
Okay.
because like they took all our jobs.
Right.
Then yeah. And
Took all
then
their jobs.
what else here? A new form of energy.
A new
will
form
be
of
found.
energy.
But not on Earth. And not from the sun. No, this new form of energy will be found on Venus. So
I'm
apparently,
surprised she didn't say Uranus.
but you're right. Apparently though, there is a NASA project that's supposed to launch, that's supposed to orbit around the sun, right? This apparently it was supposed to happen back in 2015, but it just kept getting pushed back and back and back.
Right.
So they're gonna shoot it off this year. What it's supposed to do is like go around the sun, like reading energy waves, like from like solar rays and stuff like that.
Right.
But what it's gonna do first is it's gonna go around Venus a bunch of times to kind of like get the energy, like the centripetal force
To shoot into the
To
orbit of the.
of the sun,
Of
just
the
to
sun.
go so we can go around. It's like,
Right.
okay, so apparently while what sounds people conspiracy theorists are thinking is that while it's orbiting Venus, it's gonna pick up something new, and we're just gonna be like, well, what's that? And it's like, okay, yeah, great, that's it's great,
It's good.
good, it's great,
Good. It's great.
So Vladimir Putin will start his. Well, this will be the start of Vladimir Putin's rise to dominance.
All right then.
Tying in nothing to do, mind you, with the elections that have been going on the last, 4 years throughout the world between the UK, Russia, and the United States. No way these could possibly just be coincidence. No way at all.
Not at all. No.
Not the slightest. But, however, she did. So like I said, she did make many more predictions.
Did she?
Yes. So these are the future predictions of the blind mystic. A blind mystic from the Balkans. All right. So
The Nostradamus of the Balkans.
from